I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Open Heart Chapter 5, Relief. Today, Ethan and Harbour announced the fellowship. You head to Donahue's with your friends after work. Could you even imagine doing your residency with the most elite diagnosticians team in the world? I keep waiting for for myself to wake up and realize this was a dream. We'll keep dreaming, because if anyone's gonna win it, it's me. Did all of you sign up to compete already? Of course, might as well, right? It'd be such an honor. Hey, who wants a drink to celebrate? Bryce comes over to your tube booth and sets down a tray of drinks. Hey, thanks, Lahela. I'm impressed. Pretty sure I'd have spilled half of those before I even got the tray up off the bar. I told you, perfect body control. Also, I worked my way through med school as a bartender. I don't get it. Why are you buying us around? He's being nice. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Fine, thank you, Bryce. We heard about the fellowship. Just want to wish you guys luck. You're gonna need it. Bryce heads off. You each take a drink from the tray and clink them together. I still can't believe they're offering it to an intern. Training someone from the beginning must be important to them. You know Chief Emery's doing this because she wants Ramsey to pick her precious Aurora. But we still have a chance to win, right? I think you should be careful around her. She won't go down without a fight, and she doesn't strike me as the type who plays fair. That makes two of us. Dr. Ramsey would never cave into nepotism. She'd have to prove herself, same as everyone. I'm just saying, she's trouble. I'd watch out if I were you. You? Hang on, Casey, are you not going to compete for the fellowship? Wait, really? Why not? Look, the only reason I survived my first week at Edenbrook was because of you guys. And honestly, I don't want to do anything to jeopardize our friendship. Huh. You got a point. The competitiveness at my med school was so heated, nobody was friends with anyone. It was pretty lonely. Suit yourself. Personally, I think that's a dumbass reason not to go for something you want, Casey. Leave her alone. Not everyone wants to be a diagnostics team. But she does. Casey, you told us working with Ramsey was the whole reason you came to Edenbrook. Yeah, well, I changed my mind. This job is hard enough as it is, without the extra pressure of battling it out with everyone I care about. Anyway, my mind's made up. I'll be cheering you all from the sidelines. Interns, hello! You look over to see Inez heading towards your booth. Zaid is following reluctantly behind. She descends on the table, enthusiastically hugging you all in a greeting. Hey, Inez. I saw that some of you have already signed up for the fellowship competition. I'm so proud of you. And I just want you all to know from the bottom of my heart that whichever one of you wins, you won't deserve it. Wow, you are just a prick. Stretch and roll over in your bed, then glance at the clock on your nightstand. 10 a.m. Oh my god, I overslept. You know, a lot of women don't sleep with bras on, I'm just saying. Take off the blankets and pull on your clothing, frantically hopping around on one foot. You teeter over and fall hard on the floor. Casey, was that you? Are you okay? Kenna pokes her head in and sees you in a tangle of clothes. Shh, I'm having an off day. Why are you in such a rush, silly? It's your day off, remember? Oh, you're right, wow. I almost forgot what a weekend was like. Notice how she lost her modesty to cover it up within literally 2 chapters? Elijah was just talking about all of us going to a baseball game to unwind. Wanna come? Sure, always wanted to go to a Jumbotron. Oh yeah? Then you better look the part. I always wanted to go to a Jumbotron, has no interest in sports, but suddenly has a sports outfit. No thanks. I'll stick with my usual, I think. Sure, come on, everyone's almost ready. The stadium is overflowing with fans. Isn't this great? No lives depending on us, no residents breathing down our necks. It's nice to be able to just be ourselves. Let's hit the concession stands before the first pitch, Casey. What do you want to eat? Giant plate of nachos, a jumbo corn dog, fresh salad. I'm gonna go with plate of nachos. Yes! You'd better be sharing. No. You're gonna have to fight me for him. Oh, I'm ready. I could be real cruel right now, but I'm not. Do you want anything to drink? A beer helmet, a frozen lemonade, a yard-long margarita. I think tonight we're having a stream involving alcohol. It's one of those days. We're not in Vegas. Vegas is a state of mind. You take the enormous margarita from the cashier and slurp from the straw. Wow, that is strong. Just don't go running onto the field. Or, you know, do. Just let me know first so I can get my camera ready. Elijah leads the way to your seats, right by the home plate dugout. These are great seats, Elijah. Right, the Boston Nighthawks are playing their arch rivals, the Manhattan Stingrays. These guys absolutely hate each other. Gotta be close to fully appreciate the bloodbath. After the commercial first pitch, the game's underway. The Stingrays lead off. Hitter steps up to the plate. Boo! Boo! Gotta be loud for Curtin's at bat. He's batting .316 this year. I'm sorry. I never got into baseball. He's what? Sorry, you gotta have to explain everything to me. Trust me, digging in the details in baseball nerds dream. How long have you been a fan? Since always. Playing catch with my dad was one of the few athletic pursuits I got pretty good at. By the third inning, the Stingrays have built up a 2-run lead. The Nighthawks manager walks out of the dugout to the mound. Okay, hi. God, they reused you too, huh? At least the book came out with some things. What can they possibly be talking about for so long? They're just throwing a ball around. That's where you're wrong, Lando. Baseball's all strategy. Strategy? Each team plays 162 games a year. Hundreds of bats, thousands of pitches. Everyone's studied and analyzed. Every moment of a baseball game is calculated. Strengths, weaknesses, trajectories, cost efficiency, infinite statistics. I do love statistics. During a mid-inning break, the Jumbotron starts cutting to fans in the crowd for a dance cam. On screen, kids and adults break out in the silliest moves. God, how are they not embarrassed to be seen up there? Suddenly, the camera cuts to Jackie. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, we're on the big screen. My time has come. As the cameraman zooms in on Jackie, the rest of your crowd around her and start dancing wildly. No. No. Jesus Christ. Okay, which would I rather do? The sprinkler, the moonwalk, or the dab? I'm gonna go with the moonwalk. First, a perfect moonwalk, sliding backwards in a silky, smooth motion. Whoa. How are you so good at that? I'll never tell. I mean, I'd rather take a moonwalk over a dab. All the while, Jackie just sits in her seat, legs crossed, raising a disdainful eyebrow at the camera. Come on, Jackie, even Landry's dancing. Literally never. I don't blame her. After the break, the home team's back on offense. Elijah roars triumphantly as the batter cracks the ball and sails across the field. Yes, let's go, 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 go! The batter runs to start for first as the outfielder scrambles for the ball, then to second. The Stingrays send the ball to second, but it's already too late. The batter is running for third. Landry jumps up, exhilarated. He should hold it third, right? You're getting it. Shortstop throws to third. The runner slides, slamming hard into the third baseman. They topple over, grunting. The hell do you think you're doing? And in before fighting. Kick it, your ass! Batter tries to stand up, but the baseman pushes him back to the ground. Here we go. Finally, a good old-fashioned brawl. I'm gonna stay quiet and just observe. They stay seated, watching the two men scream at each other. It seems they're about to throw punches when their managers pull them apart. Oh man, we were so close. Oh, let me guess, I would have been that triggering camel stick in the back thingy. Later, you're getting in line for more concessions when you see a familiar figure sitting in a bar. Ah, hi. Dr. Ramsey? Rookie. Small world. Some might say too small. What are you doing here? He came for the peanuts. I'm merely doing what all doctors do, delaying the inevitable. Wait, what? He looks around and heaves out a long sigh. I was invited here by the executives of Banner Health. The health insurance company? The administration is negotiating our contract renewal with Banner. Hey look, they're using Banner now too. Chief Emery insisted to accompany her as the news essentially bribe us in their private box suite. You and Chief Emery are in a box? Cool. Well, it's just me now. Harper was called back for an emergency, so I'm fending off the vultures on my own. They're trying to butter me up with lobster, fine wine, and all the ridiculous luxuries they can afford. It's terrible. That sounds pretty alright to me. Not when you're a doctor and you're trying to stay neutral or non-conflicted. It may surprise you to hear, but I'm not one for smoozing. You. No. As much as it humiliates me to ask a favor of an intern, would you join me upstairs? I won't keep you long, I don't think I'll survive with them on my own. I wish they gave more details, like join him for this private moment where, you two could bond a little and maybe get closer in a way. No. It's very lackluster. It's just feels very ER. Sorry, I'm here with some of the other interns bonding. Of course, that's a far better use of time. Are you being sarcastic? I don't do sarcasm. Okay, that's a lie. Your bond with your cohort is critical. You should get back to them. Enjoy the game. Ethan walks past you, heading for the gates. You're leaving? I'm going back to the hospital where I can actually do something worthwhile. Won't they wonder where you went? I couldn't possibly care less. You return to your friends at the top of the 8th. It's not looking good. The Nighthawks are down 4 runs and the Stingrays have the bases loaded. Uh-oh. Gotta get out of this inning. It's 2 outs, full count, young relief pitcher on the mound. He looks so unsure of himself. He's sweating profusely, clearing on the edge. Come on, Sandberg! You can do it! Strike him out! Sandberg gulps, wiping sweat off the ball with his pants. He takes off his hat. His forehead is drenched. He doesn't look so good. Sandberg wobbles, vomits, and then collapses on the mound. Oh no, did he faint? Infield players rush to his side and try to wake him. Coach, he's in real bad shape. The Nighthawks manager hurries out of the dugout, frantic. Damn, our team physician quit on us before the game. Is anyone here, doctor? Automatically your hand shoots up. Somehow you heard this from the stands. I don't know. All your friends do the same. The manager is flabbergasted, staring at 5 doctors in the front row. Seriously? Yes, sir. You and your friends follow the Nighthawks, who are carrying Sandberg into the locker room on a stretcher. You've called 911? Paramedics are on their way, poor kid. Is this really happening? I think it's happening. Lay him down here. They follow Jackie's directions and then set the stretcher atop a table. He's got a pulse, but his breathing is shallow. Laundry pulls out a stethoscope from his bag, pressing it against Sandberg's chest and listens. Sounds like fluid buildup. He could be in real trouble if we don't solve this fast. You and Elijah approach the team manager. He's comforting his players. He's a tough kid, fellas. He'll pull through. Is there anything we can do? Yeah, get the hell out of the room. can you give us some background on Sandberg? Has this ever happened before? Not as far as we know, and he had to pass a physical just recently. He was called up from the minor leagues just a few weeks back. Has he said anything? Complained about any pain? No, he was pretty quiet. Kept to himself. I think he was worried. Worried about what? Players and manager share a look. Look, he'd been struggling in the majors. I was in discussions with ownership to send him back down to the minors. Did he know about this? Guys talk rumors. He was kind of freaking out about it. Kid kept hyperventilating, sweating. Hyperventilating? How often? I only saw it a couple times. A couple times is already too many. Could have been a panic attacks. He's always seemed tired, too, yawning in meetings like he wasn't getting any sleep. It's a draining day. No, he wouldn't have been cleared to pitch if he had injuries. Have you noticed any changes in his behavior? I guess he's been hitting the ice bath a lot lately, probably feeling sore. But he'd do it even when he hadn't played the day. Thanks. Last thing for now, was he taking anything? The team doctor left his records with us. Sandberg wasn't prescribing anything. Thank the team and return to your friends are still examining Sandberg. Gonna be heat stroke? It wasn't even that hot out today. The guy was definitely hiding something from his team. He was afraid of being sent back down to the minors. Panic attacks, exhaustion, soreness, fluid in the lungs. That's a lot to attribute just to one cause. As you deliberate, you spot a member of the Stingrays sneaking in the locker room. That's the guy who was causing trouble in the field. Hey, you can't be in here. You hurry over to block his entry, but you're too late. He approaches the Nighthawk he was arguing with and hugs him tightly. So sorry, man. How are you feeling? Anything I can do? Just praying, Ray. Wait, weren't you two just fighting? Yeah, but that was on the field. How can you go from being at each other's throats to hugging so quickly? Me and Ray, we grew up playing ball in the streets of Miami. We're basically family. When we play together against each other, our minds are 100% on the game. We both want to win, but when it's over, we're brothers again. It's really that easy? I mean, it gets pretty heated out there, but only because we're pushing each other so hard. Iron sharpening iron, you know? Suddenly, it hits you. Wait, competing makes them stronger, that's it. Run back to the patient. I think it's drug interaction. His medications are... Okay, they said the physician wasn't prescribing anything. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this for a second. I gotta think about this. He may not have been taking anything officially, but he might have been taking ibuprofen or Tylenol. However, his ice baths cause restricting in the veins, which technically is a treatment, but it's not a drug treatment. Which, if he's taking ibuprofen on top of an ice bath, it would cause restrictions in the veins even more. I kind of gonna want to go with canceling each other out, because if you take Tylenol and ibuprofen on one another, you cancel one another out. However, if you take an ice bath and ibuprofen, it would amplify the effect, but it also amplifies the side effects. Shit. Let's just try canceling each other out. If he was on medication to prevent a serious condition, another drug could be blocking it. That seems unlikely. That an antagonistic drug interaction would cause this? I think you're onto something, though. What about a synergistic interaction? Now that's interesting. But the manager's records say the team doc hadn't prescribed anything. Exactly, that's why it threw me off. Sandberg was already worried about being cut. If the team knew he had a medical condition, they'd have been even less likely to keep him around. Do you think he kept his situation quiet to keep his job? Wouldn't be the first time someone's done that. What do you think he was taking? First, something for his panic attacks. If he was already having anxiety disorder, the high blood pressure situation was probably making it worse. Good point. It's possible he'd start taking something on the DL to prevent it from interfering with his play. Like, fluoxetine? It's not too difficult to get a prescription for that. Okay, say you're right. What's interacting the fluoxetine? What else was he taking? Something for his soreness. He was sore all the time, even on days he wasn't pitching. It could have been arthritic inflammation. Right? He's male, in his 20s. Ankylosing spondylometaphyseal. Oh my god, screw these words. He could have been taking an... Oh! Called it! Nisad for, psilocybe. And, what? It's a form of arthritis that affects the spine. What does all that mumbo-jumbo mean? One drug was slowing his metabolism of the other. Basically, he was overdosing on what would normally be a safe dosage. It could be doing irreparable damage to his kidneys. We gotta get him to the hospital. Where's Sandberg's locker? Manager points, and you start digging through the pitcher's belongings. Nothing. Wait. Find a zipped pocket deep in the bag, and you open it. Aha! We were right. I win. Win. Check it out. Mum. Great. Now we just know what's wrong. We gotta get him to the hospital before his kidneys take too much damage. The chattering sound of helicopter blades got through the commotion of the locker room. Paramedics are here. You and your friends carry Sandberg out on the field. Time to see the medevac chopper touch down. A pair of paramedics climb out. You smile as you recognize the pilot. Casey, what are you doing here? Right place, right time. The patient's name is Jack Sandberg, 22 years old. He collapsed due to an accidental overdose of psilocybe and interacting with fluoxetine. Wow, you solved this already. We all did. Smile back at your friends. Well done. I thought you said you were the only in your first week. We are. You sure don't sound like it. As Raphael and the other paramedics load the pitcher into the chopper and starts him on fluids, Raphael looks back at you. Hey, you moved into Boston, right? Wanna come with us? On the helicopter? Sure, we could use your help. My shift's almost over anyway. After we deliver the patient, I could show you around town from the air. Ah, we doing this? No. Stay behind. Thanks, but I've had enough excitement for today. No problem. Thanks for figuring this out and making my job easier. See you soon, hopefully under less dramatic circumstances. He returns to the chopper, helping the other paramedic secure Sandberg safely inside. Hey Casey, let's get back to our seats. The Nighthawks and the Stingrays are gonna finish the game. Sure, but why is Landry in the dugout? Point to the dugout where Landry, as the manager of the Nighthawks, cornered. He spent half the game searching the Nighthawk player stats and making notes. I think he even drew up a graph. Number 22 is batting just a 120 against left-handed breaking balls. You don't say. Back in your apartment, your friends are getting ready for bed. You all have an early shift tomorrow. What a day, what a game! I still can't believe Landry's advice to a manager got the Nighthawks to come back and win. Unbelievable. Well, I wouldn't say it was all me. All I did was examine the evidence and diagnose the problem. Which is why you all can kiss that diagnostic team position goodbye. Dream on, buddy. I'll give you a run for your money. Curl up on the couch, you watch them and laugh. Your own words come back to you. Competing makes them stronger. You suddenly sit up and head for the door. Casey, where are you off to? Something I forgot to do. Your roommates give you a knowing smile. She's gonna go sign up too. Edenbrook is quiet this late. You hurry into an elevator and get off at the 7th floor. Checking your watch, you apologize as you squeeze past nurses, patients, and finally reach an office door and knock. Man. Step in Ethan's office, he takes off his eyeglasses and looks up. Rookie. I went in. His eyes move from you to the clock mounted on the wall, 12:01 a.m. I'm sure I made it clear that the cutoff was midnight. So go ahead, tell me why I should make an exception for you. I want to help people the way you do. The entire reason I ranked Edenbrook first on my list of residencies was because of you and the diagnostics team. And all I've ever wanted to do is help people the way you do. Help the people everyone else has given up on. Please give me a chance to prove how worthy I am to do that. Ethan thinks for a moment, his face unreadable as he scratches his chin. Your heart pounds, you can't help but wonder if you've just blown it completely. You had me worried there. He opens a file, adding your name to the bottom of a long list. Thank you, Dr. Ramsey. Don't thank me. Just don't make me regret it. Grinning with relief, you back out of the office. Game on, everyone. You're officially in the running for the fellowship. What does Ethan have in store for you? Keep playing to find out. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support me and my content. And without further ado, I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.